Can you imagine a world where education is not confined to the four walls of a classroom? A world where the boundaries of knowledge are limitless, expanded by the rapid advancements in technology? We're talking about an era where the traditional concept of education is being revolutionized, where learning is no longer a passive process, but an engaging and immersive experience. We are on the cusp of an educational evolution, and its impact will be far-reaching. The future of education might be closer than we think. To understand the future, we must first look at the present. Education, as we know it today, is a complex system that has been shaped by centuries of tradition. From elementary school to university, traditional teaching methods still dominate the landscape. Teachers stand at the front of classrooms, imparting knowledge to students who are expected to absorb information passively. This one-size-fits-all approach doesn't cater to individual learning styles or preferences, leading to a lack of engagement and interest. The curriculum, another pillar of the current education system, remains largely static and rigid. It focuses primarily on theoretical concepts, often disregarding the practical application of these ideas in real-world scenarios. The pressure to cover vast syllabi often leaves little room for creativity, innovation, or critical thinking. As a result, students are graduating with degrees, but they may not necessarily have the skills needed to thrive in the rapidly evolving job market. Now let's consider the role of teachers in this equation. Undeniably, they are the backbone of the education system. However, they often find themselves burdened with administrative tasks and rigid curricula, which can limit their ability to truly engage with students and inspire a love for learning. Furthermore, the traditional system places an overwhelming emphasis on examination results, reducing the role of teachers to mere facilitators of rote learning. Despite these challenges, it's important to acknowledge that our current system has its strengths. It has produced brilliant minds and nurtured talent, but the cracks are beginning to show. The digital revolution, increasing societal demands, and the ongoing pandemic are putting a strain on the traditional model of education, exposing its limitations and pushing for a change. So as we stand on the brink of a new era in education, we must ask ourselves, can our current system adapt to the changing times, or do we need a complete overhaul? As we delve into the future of education, we'll explore these questions and more. So this is where we stand today, but where are we heading? The future of education is not a distant reality, but a present transformation. Let's take a moment to compare and contrast the current state of education with potential future scenarios. Today, the traditional model of education is largely predicated on a one-size-fits-all approach. Children of the same age are grouped together, taught the same subjects, and evaluated by the same standards. This model, while having its merits, often fails to cater to the individual learning needs and pace of each student. Contrast this with the future of education, where the focus is shifting towards personalized learning. Imagine a classroom where each student is learning at their own pace, following a curriculum tailored to their individual needs and interests. Instead of a teacher standing in front of a class delivering the same lesson to everyone, they're facilitating individual learning journeys, leveraging technology to provide real-time feedback and personalized instruction. Now, let's discuss how technology, especially artificial intelligence, could play a pivotal role in reshaping education. Today, the use of technology in education is largely confined to digital textbooks, online classes, and learning management systems. But the future paints a picture of intelligent tutoring systems, adaptive learning platforms, and AI-powered educational games. These AI-driven tools can provide personalized learning experiences, continuously adapt to a student's needs, and even predict and address learning gaps before they become a problem. The benefits of such a shift are manifold. Personalized learning can lead to improved student engagement, better learning outcomes, and increased student autonomy. AI can democratize education, making high-quality, personalized learning accessible to students regardless of their geographical location or socioeconomic status. However, this future of education is not without its potential challenges. The increased reliance on technology raises concerns around data privacy and security. It also poses the risk of widening the digital divide, leaving behind those who lack access to technology. Additionally, the role of the teacher could undergo a significant transformation, necessitating new skills and competencies. Furthermore, the adoption of AI in education requires careful consideration of ethical implications. How do we ensure that AI systems are fair and unbiased? How do we prevent them from perpetuating existing inequalities in education? These are questions we must grapple with as we move towards this future. Moreover, the shift towards personalized learning might also require a rethinking of our assessment systems. Traditional exams might not be the best measure of a student's progress in a personalized learning environment. We might need to devise new ways to assess student learning, perhaps focusing more on continuous assessment and less on high-stakes exams. The future is indeed promising, but it comes with its own set of challenges. As we stand on the brink of this transformation, we must be prepared to navigate these challenges and ensure that the future of education is one that benefits all students, regardless of their circumstances. It's a journey we're all embarking on, and one that promises to redefine the landscape of education as we know it. So how does all this affect India, a country with one of the largest education systems in the world? India, with its diverse and expansive educational landscape, stands at a pivotal juncture. The future of education, driven by technological advancements and innovative pedagogical approaches, could have a transformative impact on this nation. Imagine a future where quality education is accessible to all, irrespective of their geographical location or socioeconomic status. With the advent of online learning platforms and digital classrooms, this could soon be a reality. Remote corners of the country could have access to the same quality of education as metropolitan cities. A child in a small village in Bihar could learn from the same resources as a student in a posh school in Mumbai. This democratization of education could potentially bridge the urban-rural educational gap, fostering an environment of equal opportunities. However, the path to this utopian future isn't devoid of obstacles. A significant challenge that India faces is the digital divide. While urban areas are rapidly digitizing, rural parts of the country still struggle with basic internet connectivity. Not to mention, the affordability of digital devices remains a concern for many. It's like a coin with two sides. While technology promises to democratize education, it also has the potential to widen the existing disparities if not implemented thoughtfully. Moreover, the shift to digital education calls for a comprehensive revamp of the current pedagogical approaches. Teachers would need to be trained to adapt to the changing educational landscape. The curriculum would need to evolve to incorporate digital literacy and to foster skills for the future. The future of education in India, therefore, presents a mixed bag of opportunities and challenges. On one hand, it promises a future where quality education is no longer a privilege but a right. On the other, it beckons a future that necessitates overcoming significant barriers. As we step into this exciting yet daunting future, one thing remains clear. The future of education in India is a journey that we must embark on with caution, optimism, and foresight. The future of education in India is a mixed bag of opportunities and challenges. So what does all this mean for us? We've taken a deep dive into the future of education and its impact on India, and it's been quite a journey. We started by posing a thought-provoking question, and then we delved into the current state of education, comparing it with future scenarios. We also explored how this shift will specifically impact India. Now let's tie it all together. We discussed how the current state of education is evolving. Traditional classrooms and methods of teaching are transforming, making way for more innovative and interactive learning experiences. The integration of technology in classrooms and the rise of online learning platforms are redefining the ways in which knowledge is imparted and absorbed. We then compared this fast-changing landscape with the future of education. The future looks like a place where personalized learning environments will be the norm. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality will be integrated into the educational system, making learning more engaging and effective. The impact on India, a country with a young and dynamic population, will be immense. The adoption of these new educational tools and methodologies will empower students across the nation, democratizing access to quality education. However, it also poses challenges. The digital divide, infrastructure issues, and the need for teacher training are hurdles that need to be addressed as we move towards this future. So what does this mean for us? It means that as educators, students, parents, or simply as individuals interested in the field of education, we must be ready to adapt. We must be open to the changes that are happening and those that are yet to come. We need to equip ourselves with the skills and knowledge necessary to navigate this new educational landscape. The importance of preparing for this future cannot be overstated. The world is changing at a rapid pace, and education is no exception. In order for India to reap the benefits of these advancements and overcome the challenges, a proactive approach is necessary. We must not only embrace these changes but also actively participate in shaping the future of education. Remember, the future is not something that simply happens to us. It's something that we create. And in the context of education, it's about creating environments where every student can thrive, where learning is a lifelong journey, and where the thirst for knowledge is continually quenched. The future of education is not a destination, but a journey of continual learning and adaptation.